It's Week 8 of the 2042 season, where we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. We're just moments away from the action, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing Jones. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Sutton. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll look to throw again.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. But you look at this defense.
And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So they bring out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Second down and 6 now.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Off the play fake. Frost. He'll find Metcalf. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In motion, the tight end. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Frost. And he's got it. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The visitors' offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Up past the 30, second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. It's Bishop, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, Frost. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
In motion right goes Sutton.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Throwing to start the drive. Frost. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Off play action. Frost. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He finds Sutton crossing the formation, complete.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
This will be caught at about the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free. and kept them out of the end zone.
And this one is right through.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Throwing to start the drive. Frost. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Frost over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A final shot before break. Frost. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman.
This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year.
Throwing to start the drive. Frost throwing the out route and complete. It's Price. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
2nd and a couple.
Off the play fake. Frost. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action. Frost. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Frost. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Looking to throw. Frost. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. A drive that time of 6 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Now Jones throwing to start the drive, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, and his throw here's incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Bishop. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. Back to throw. Jones to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
2nd and 5.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Frost to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Frost. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Frost. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Frost.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Off the play fake, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 51 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Jones. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Off play action. Frost. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. From the gun on 3rd down. Frost.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the home team here,
the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Omaha,
they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.